If you are a home buyer right now in the market looking to buy a house in this market, you might be scared. And why wouldn't you? There's so much information out there saying that the rates are going through the roof, the inflation is through the roof, so much bad news everywhere you turn. It might seem like the sky is falling. But I wanted to make this video because it is still one of the most common questions I get from home buyers is, should I buy a house now or should I wait? If we're meeting for the first time, my name is Peter Oreziak, and I've been helping buyers successfully finance their home purchase in the last 11 years. And I talk to other professionals, real estate agents, buyers on a daily basis. So in this video, I wanted to talk about the most common question we get is the market, is this a real estate market? Is it a bubble? And should I buy a house now or should I wait? So I wanted to talk about 3 things you should know before you make a decision on should you buy a house now or should you wait. The first thing that I wanted to talk about is to let you know that 2008, 15 years ago, the market was completely different than it is today. The mortgage world is completely different. It was very easy for anybody to get a loan back in the day. Right now, it's very hard to get a loan, and most of the purchases that we're seeing is basically primary purchases, where back in 2008, most of them were investment purchases. It all comes down to supply and demand. There's much more buyers out there right now than there are houses for sale. So that's a big key factor too. And most of the properties that are being sold right now, buyers are paying way above listing price. We're talking about 10, 15% above listing price. And in a lot of cases, it's in cash. So purchases are being made as primary residences. We're back in 2007, 2008. Most of them were actually investment properties. The second thing we need to talk about is that the houses are actually much more affordable today than they were back in 2008. Contrary to what the media keeps telling us, the houses right now, based on the income, are much more affordable back in 2008. If you find this information helpful and you like this video, please don't forget to smash that like button, and please consider subscribing so you don't miss any videos like this in the future. The third thing that I wanted to talk about is the fact that we have a recession coming. Everything is cyclical. We should have had a recession back in 2020, but we had COVID. Okay, so in the next year or two, we're expecting to have a recession. And because the inflation is through the roof, they have to increase their interest rates, and it's just going to keep going up, and then it's going to crash. So with that in mind, real estate usually does pretty well with the recession, and the mortgage interest rates drop. And it's just contrary to what everybody thinks. It's just one time in history ever had the real estate market bubble actually cause a recession. Over history, that's not the case. When we have a recession, the real estate market will do well and the mortgage interest rates will drop again. So if you can get a house, for example, right now, even with higher interest rates, you can always refinance within a year or two and get a lower interest rate. With that information in hand, the ultimate question is, should I buy a house now or should I wait? I think that the answer to that question is personal more than anything. I don't think anyone can answer that question for you. But if you are in a position where you could weather the storm, because it's going to get a little bit worse before it gets better. If you're in a position to weather the storm, you have the funds, you're secure at work, and if you are maybe a growing family and you just need a bigger house and you need the space. If you are being relocated for work, or you are tired of throwing out money on rent and paying somebody else's mortgage, then it would be a good time to buy a house. It's always a good time to buy a house if that's something that's the best thing for you and your family. So stop looking at too much information, too much videos on YouTube about the housing market crashing, as the YouTube algorithm learns and it suggests you more videos about the housing market crashing. So to answer the question on should you buy or should you wait, it's a very personal question. No one else can answer it for you. But if you have the funds, if you have a secure job, or if you're moving, the family needs a bigger house, it's a growing family, maybe you're moving, you're being relocated for work. These are all fantastic reasons why you should buy a house. And no matter what the market is doing, what the mortgage interest rates are doing, if you have to buy a house and you have to go, you have to go. Real estate is just something that I truly believe in. And over time, people have made good purchases in good and bad economies. So it's just a matter of what you think is best for you. So make sure you always talk to your local professionals, to your agents, to your local lender. Hope you find this information helpful. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Make sure you check out this video right over here. That's what YouTube thinks you should watch next. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.